Hey guys, this is DK Spencer, and this is a Byrna TCR. So I've been planning for a while to do a little tutorial, and this tutorial is how to change your orange to black. All right. So first of all, we're gonna get out any mags or CO2. And we're going to do the easiest thing first. This is an 1/8 of an inch, driver. I really wish I would have known that was in there. That's to put remote air on one. So I got some more other stuff down in there I didn't realize. Oh, hey, look at that. Well, I got all kinds of stuff I didn't even know I had. Alright, well, forget about all that for now. Even though, you know, we'll do something with it on one of mine. Maybe. Probably. Alright. Cool. Look at that, Kimter. Pretty positive that you lose power. Geez, I hope I don't have all the wrong ones. Good. Yeah, and they put a bunch of other stuff in there I didn't know I had. A bunch of firing pins. There's a firing pin. Some extra springs. Same kind of firing pin that's in a Tipex. Oh. Well, it's ruined now. Not really. Okay, so that's done. Now, I am going to break this one open, but I'm going to show you this first, because you don't have to break them open to do this. So this is how you do it, not to break it open, okay? Y'all watching? Actually, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the get the sights off. All right, so loosen a few around there to where you can all right, slide her out immediately. All right, see that? Don't mess with that. If you're doing it this way, slide that puppy right back over top of it, put it back together. First thing is secure those back, okay? So, now, so that's how you do it. Now, we're going to address this too, but you can also do this. You can also do this without taking this apart. So, if everybody's clear on this, how to do that, we'll forget about it. And I'll go ahead and take it apart. Let me show you this end of it. Just so you get the full tutorial. All right. Pull that pin out, all right? This is going to fall out, all right? You're going to pop that up. You're going to pop that off. So, inside here, you've got a rod with a hole in it and another rod through that way, okay? And there's, I don't see it on this side, but there should be, yeah, there's an O-ring on that side, all right? Okay. All right, so I'll pull that out. Now you'll have to, and you could actually be easier to do it before you pull that out, but push down on that pin, all right, down that direction to release that to slide it out. Now, once you do that, you got these little O-rings on the bottom here, all right. Pop those out. So obviously you're going to put them back in the holes on the black one. Okay. All right. Then you're going to get this piece here. All right, so I'm going to turn this upside down and get this out. All right. So as you can see, there's a spring on the bottom of this, right? So there's your rod with the hole, spring on the bottom of it. All right, so that's gonna go down. There's a spot, you can't miss it for it to go in, but you wanna do it upside down to keep that spring where it's supposed to be. So slide it into the slot. It really can't go anywhere else. You'll have to use your finger to twist it around to where the hole is showing, okay? Okay. Now, you can actually just push down from on the top of it with something and slide it until it clicks into place. All right. I got the hole a little off there. Okay. Lined her back up real easy. I'm pretty good at hitting a hole. So there we go. Push that in there. Boom. Don't push it too far like I just did. Okay, so get that little guy centered there. All right. I'm assuming Brillo head is going to go all black with this one, so I'm going to put a black one on it. So pop that down over it. Oh, I forgot something. Dang it. I didn't put that in there. I hadn't done one of these for a little bit. So all I'm doing is popping that back off. All right, so this has a little spring and it just fell out, but it sits right here on the bottom of that. All right. Don't lose that. Now, what you gotta do, y'all. All right, so you push that in, you see that pushes down on that pin when you push in on it. Now see, it can fall back out right now, so be careful with it, okay? So then when you put this back on, all right, so when you put that back on, you're gonna have to push this in just a little bit to get your pin in there. Actually, you want to go from this side. Okay, and then you put that on there. Whoopsie. That little guy on there. You're pretty much gonna want that extended, most likely. But anyway, let's have a test it. Okay, so all that's good. All right, so now we've got everything done except for the tricky part. So I'm gonna break the video and yeah, be right back. Okay, now if you're just doing the color change and everything, remember, you would have just put these back in, tighten this stuff back up, right? You wouldn't have had to take, well, you would have to take the back side off, not the front, because you wanted it to split just a little bit more than it would probably let you do it. And then here's what you got to do. You guys will probably want to keep up with where goes water, whatever. I pretty much have done these enough to, like, I might have to hunt and peck a little bit, but pretty much I can do it. So once you take those out, right, this just slides off, right? And you have to take your barrel out. I hope I wasn't doing too much of that off the camera. Take your barrel out, all right. Now, once your barrel's out, you've got a pin down here. That pin is what holds this in. So once you release that, just get you a screw and wow, okay. It was tough to get started, but then she just went boom. All right, so you pop that out. Get everything out your way. All right, now you need a block and some punches. I suggest the Real Avid punch kit that you can get from Amazon. Real Avid, it's okay. They do make some pretty good stuff. Good enough. All right, now, I don't think this is the same size either, actually, now that I think about it. Or is I? No, it's not. Okay, so you're going to need a 30 seconds for this. Be careful with this. And pay attention where the stuff goes. But anyway, all right, unscrew this little set screw. Okay, sit that down. You get your little nut out of there too. Okay, so there's both of those things. All right, there's no spring or anything that you have to worry about at that point. Okay, now you're going to get that pin out, all right? So you're gonna find a place where this can sit that's over a hole, but yet it's supporting all the other structures on it well. At least that's what you're gonna try. Then you're gonna get frustrated and just do it like that. I like to just leave the pin in there once I beat it through. All right. So this is magnetic, but you know, obviously it didn't work. So there's the roll pin. All right. When you pop this out and you move this little guy, there's a spring behind it. All right. Okay. Don't lose the spring. And this little wheel is held in there by a pin that also will come out, just like what just happened. So make sure that you keep something on both sides of that so it don't fall out and you lose it. All right. Da, 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 da. And if you haven't done a lot of these or whatever, you might want to take a picture of how it looks, you know, ahead of time. All right. Or just watch this, whatever. So the spring sits down in that little groove there. So it's really easy. All right. And then the little flapper is going to go against the spring. So it's going to sit in there just like that. Okay. Now, and you have to kind of hold it in place. Oh, get out of my way. All right. So you're going to beat that guy till you get everything back the way it was. Do not forget to put your set screw back. Now, that set screw is what adjusts this wheel from going in and out. See? And that's how you adjust your CO2 as far as adjusting the fit, you know, getting it to fit. Just use your max CO2, so once you get it fitting right, you shouldn't have to ever adjust it. But, you know, we'll work on that. So after you do this, the first time you pop the CO2, like first time you pull the trigger, if this isn't tightened enough, it's not going to pierce it. Or if you close it and it pierces before you ever push the trigger, then you've got it way too far in. So there you go. So now all you do is reverse everything we just did. Pretty simple. Put that pin back in, the barrel back in, everything back together. You can reverse the video. The reason I'm going to stop this video here right now is, and if you want to tune in for the next one, and it's by high demand, we're going to find out why in the heck that this one is less powerful than all the rest of them that I've messed with. So we're going to see what's going on the inside of it. Kempter from Less Lethal for Dummies brought up a good point. It could potentially have a different valve in it. I was thinking it's probably an old, one of the older heads, or one of the older bolts. But the thing of it is, you can't buy the valves of these anymore, and the valves of these in a Tipex makes the Tipex considerably stronger. So, not saying that that's what's happened on this one, but just something for you to be aware of and know that that is something that is, you know, could be something someone would do. But anyway, we're going to find all that out. So tune in for that. All right. Bye.